wow, I like this particular one. Okay, so when I assign it as one, I close it. Now because this particular one is much more detailed, I would just come here if I want to close any item on this in any item I added here that I don't want anymore. What do? I just click close here. I need to close. However, if I want to prevent anything from being closed automatically, what do? I come to this padlock sign and lock it, right? It says lock or unlock buttons such as close and start, etc. So if I lock it, nothing will be able to close accidentally. Do you know? Sometimes you just lock your content, like don't let anything be able to close easily. Okay, so if I once I just unlock it now and I close, it just closes that particular item, right? So I can always lock and unlock depending on my choice, right? So that's layer one, right? So once I click layer one, right, from here the computer already just assigns that one to it. Okay, so that's how I put my title in vMix. Okay, that's how I put my title in vMix. Okay, and now there's one other nice thing I like to add in my feed. Okay, so you see the way this live feed is right now is kind of dry and boring. Okay, so I like to just add some spice and professionalism. So apart from the titles which you could time, you can time it and then so that it just goes off on its own after some seconds, right? That's an advanced kind of teaching. You can always learn that on your own, right, as you grow and advance in vMix. Okay, so I want to add another type of input which I call ticker, right? So we still come back here, add input, click title, and then when we come up here you see GT ticker. You can either use this GT ticker or this ticker. Okay, so you see this GT ticker, different types of tickers. However, let me just keep it simple by adding this particular ticker. Okay, let me choose this color, right? So once I double click on it, what happens, it comes up here as an input, right? So it has come as number 5 input, as you can see. So what do? We can just say I can type here, you are welcome. Okay, great. So once I click plus sign here, it comes as a list. I activate it, I close. By the time I come here, what do? I press play, right? So it's coming so slowly. Can you guys see it? Let me preview it. It's coming so slowly. You are welcome. So what do? How do we fix this slow coming, right? So you make the text longer. So what do? I come here, I right click. Once I right click, I now click on what? Title editor. Okay, once I click on title editor, then I can now add more text, right? So what I'll do now is I'll just add more text. Control A to select it all, control copy, and then paste. So I'm going to paste several of it now just to make it plenty, right? And then you see the effect. I just add the plus sign here, double click on it, close, and you see it's moving faster, right? So the more text you have, the more the faster it moves. Okay, so you can put any text, any announcement, maybe the church's account number, etc, right? So that's it. So if I click on one here, it will come as one. However, I want it to be a different layer. Okay, if I click on one on this my title, right, it replaces it as one. What do I do to merge the two? I want the two to show at the same time. So this title can be 1 and then this ticker can be what? Layer 2, right? So you see that is appearing at the same time on the screen. So if I want to remove the ticker, I just press 2 here. I toggle on and off 2 and 1. However, I want so here's where my design skills now come in. Okay, So if I want my I have my one here already activated, I have my two here already activated. Now all these things you can do in the preview windows. Okay, so if I want to if I want this to first of all preview before going live, what do? I can right click on one. Once I right click on one, it shows that yellow sign, so it's only in the preview window now. So in the at this point I can now, and also if I right click on this one too, it will show on the preview window, it won't show live. Okay, so right clicking just leaves it on this place, and it's the same thing with any of the inputs there, right? Once you right click, it will, even here too, I can just right click. Once I want to preview any layer. Now take note that the layers that we are adding, 1 2 3 4, those layers, right? If you mistakenly assign another content, for example, this is my PowerPoint input, which is on input 3. If I mistakenly assign it to 1, right, it will just go and block the screen, and then we're wondering what's happening. Even when I want to put something else on the screen and I click cut, it will just go right under. Why? Because this one has been assigned as a layer on top. So be careful of this. Okay, do not assign layers. So once you see this, just be sure that just know that you have made a slight mistake assigning a particular screen. So once you see that a screen is stubbornly there and not moving, know that it has been assigned a layer. So it's only things like tickers, titles that we assign layers to. All right,